funny. We talk about the perception of the NBA and like the focus on narratives and everything like that. And I feel like that's boiled over into the viewership problem. Now, one, should people even be worried about the ratings? Because I feel like this is something that come up. But
no, if you don't work
3
for
years from
if
now,
you don't work for no cable company, if you ain't one of the analysts getting paid, getting that chili, you just need to shut up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a conversation. And the thing is about social media, I'm a part of social media. I need these topics because we are podcast hosts and we talk about the thing. We really don't compare we don't get off air and complain on our free time. We're watching just like you. So as you complain about these things, when did you ever compare? It's like analytics, bro. When did I care about Iverson taking 29 shots? When did I actually care about if somebody, you know what I mean? Like record sales really didn't matter. I did not care about if somebody went gold or plastic if it was something I truly enjoyed.
I didn't know nothing about it till 50 Cent started calling himself Curtis in the Scope Jackson.
You get what I'm saying? When it
I was like,
that's
stuff, what sound scan is. I didn't know before then. Yeah.
Like when we start talking about viewership and all that other stuff, like that's just stats. That's ego stuff for arguments. You know what I mean? See, I knew that's like digging through a trash can to find a problem. I'm not watching the game and saying, see, man, we got to turn this shit off by the end of the first quarter because they only got 16% viewership. What? Could you imagine if they had a viewership rating? Each quarter?
That would be terrible. Yeah.
What?
That would be terrible.
Quit fronting on the internet like you truly care about the actual viewership numbers. It's fine. Yeah. I do understand. I do complain about the 3-point shooting because a lot of people can't shoot. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching Dylan Brooks shoot and then kind of do this, like a lean after he shoot, like, damn, I hope it go in, or I shouldn't have shot this shit. Like, we got to get back to shaming people for who got bad 3-point percentage and can't 100%. Really shoot. You know what I mean? 100%. It's like now coaches is like, hey, if you're open, take that shot.
Yeah, I think
that too, NBA Cup game, the Thunder should not have been like 4 for 22 from 3.
Oh my goodness! Like I thought it was a typo. I was like, there's no way they're shooting 13% from 3. Like what is going? That's my biggest issue. I think with the viewership, I'm with you. Like when it comes to viewership numbers, when it comes to record sales, as long as I like what I'm watching, it's not a problem. But I do kind of feel like the interest level with the NBA. I don't know if it's just the Twitter bubble and things like that, but when you
that's
see
just the 1%, bro. It's the 1%.
About this, to me, this is why I think just the way people watching it though, because I know people who are younger than me and they won't even watch the House of Highlights highlight. They're watching like the short format, like we just talked about. And not that maybe the NBA is ahead of the curve with the way sports is going to be covered. It's just interesting when you see the NFL numbers rising. Even somebody like Major League Baseball is, as much as people don't really care about them, even their numbers kind of jumped this season. So that's to me where it's like when you talk about like a business conversation, the average fan don't care about that. But to me, do you think that there's anything do you think forget the numbers, do you think the interest in the NBA is low?
I just think fans don't respect basketball. And what I mean by that, they don't respect the craft of it. It's become so simplified. Me and Evan Turner just had a conversation on Monday about how
shout out Chicago legend Evan Turner.
He could retire and still get sent to the end of the bench despite him playing in the league. You get what I'm saying? When somebody who probably was like an ex-teacher,
right,
an ex-cop, could become an assistant coach or a referee or whatever it is. Like the NBA is really truly the place where you can live out your dreams. You can't do that shit in the NFL. You can't do it in the MLB. You can't do it in the NHL. You know what I'm saying? Like there is even when you look at the game shows, right? When you do the NFL red zones and all them joints where there is no, I didn't play. You look at those resumes, those dudes are literally studying game film. I cannot break down football like I break down basketball, but I actually played. I played college basketball. I'm saying, again, I'm the greatest basketball player of all time. I have high IQ. I was a point guard, pass first. I came out at a different time. But at the end of the day, at least I played if somebody called me out and said, oh, man, like, shut up. You know what I mean? Right. I played. I've earned the respect from these guys that made it to the next level. I played at one point in time. But then you go in here, and again, I'm not saying if you didn't play college basketball or high school basketball, you shouldn't cover the game. But it's just the fans look at it as, hey, I can nitpick a person's game because the analysts do it the same way. And they can't do the things that the athletes can do. They're great at writing. They're great at doing this thing that we're doing, but they can't do the thing. You get what I'm saying? So it's harder to like digest in a thing of like seeing basketball as a complex sport. If you were in an NBA game and don't know schemes, basketball has about 5 plays, and this is an ego thing for coaches, right? They say, okay, you're going to slip. We're going to do this. You're going to screen here. But it's all the same play. They just have different actions,
different variations,
yeah.
But as you get into the NBA, there are different ways how you have to be, like, you know what I'm saying? Like the game, but we've made the game to a point where everybody 1 through 5 shoots threes. I like Wemby, but I don't like Wemby shooting 8 threes. I think it's cool. I think it's cool that he can do a step back, but like, I'd rather you just dominate and get 50 and down low. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that is your, you know what I mean? Like we all got them people where you play against on Madden and you say, hey, you can't beat me on the long ball though. All you do is run. All you do is run. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't gonna throw the ball.
And then you throw it and you pick it and you like,
yeah,
stupid. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is for a big taking a 3 now. Because like now Giannis, you know, like Giannis done paid attention so much into like, oh, he ain't got no bag, that he's actually trying to prove that he has a bag, and it's went away from his success.
Yeah.
Of actually dominating. He's the second coming of Shaq, bruh. The most dominant player of this era. And fans have talked him out of using his strength.
Yeah. And stop listening to the people. Stop listening. And one of my favorite things that Rex Ryan has said, former Jets coach Rex Ryan, you listen too much to the fans, you can be sitting right up there with them.
So cool.
Triple double hat trick, I know the code too. Ice trade, go for trade, yeah, we cold too. Getting paper on these player haters, old news. Money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not